Okay, sit. We're having Aspri sit at the gate, just like every time we go on a walk. We go on a walk every day now, but normally we don't have somebody standing there pointing a camera at us, so it's going to be a little bit harder for Aspri. But see how he's sitting, he's waiting. We have a double gate here, so that's the first gate. I'm going to come back next to him. I'm going to say, okay. I'm going to have him sit here at the second gate. Boundary training is really important, that you control these boundaries. Anybody can do it. And every time that you control a boundary, you give the dog the impression that you're in charge. He has to be calm and focused when he's doing this. Like, I could step in and out a couple of times. He knows he doesn't leave that place until I come back next to him first and say, okay. It's also a great way to teach your dog how to not race through doorways and gateways and curbs. So I do it everywhere. I do it at every boundary. Did it at my front door, which I'm going to show you at your house when I get there. Do it at the front gate. Now we're doing it at this curb. Sit. And we're going to start the walk across the street, and I'll show you how we do that. So the curb's a really important boundary. Just think, if you're walking him, if you always have him sit at a curb, and I'm adding a little extra sit stay where I walk around both ways, and you know how jumpy and unfocused he was when he first came here. Nope. See, there's distractions like that. Nope. If you have a distraction, you just reset him. You say no and you reset him. Don't say sit again. You already said sit once. But you teach him, hey, when you lose focus like that and you don't keep your butt planted, then we have to start from the very beginning again. And it teaches him to have an even higher level of focus. It teaches him self-control because he doesn't want to be here all day. So now he's waiting for me to come back to him. Okay, we walk across the street. And with this little dog, and I know he's on, you should be there actually, because the sun should be at your back anyway. I'm doing a little directing while I'm doing the video. So you can see the dog, you're on the right side. Okay. So I'm not letting him pull me, and I'm not using any special device or collar. It's just basic leash etiquette. He's a little tiny, sensitive dog, so see what I'm doing? I'm just tapping. Over here, sit on the other side of the street. One more sit, and then this is where I release him to be free. No, make sure he really waits. He's excited because he wants to walk. Keep that leash loose, never restrain him. He's on your left with your right hand. Nope. Go. Just release him. He's all excited and happy, ready to go on his walk. So that's how I do the walk every day. And if you do it this way, it gets easier every day, calms him down. To be able to do this kind of stuff out in public where there are actual distractions makes him so much calmer when he's at home, because the level of excitement and exciting things going on is so much higher out in public, obviously, and you're going to see in other clips what we're doing here. So we want to make him as solid as possible with his commands and calm as possible in real life situations, so that he's just extra good in your house at home. That's the goal. Okay. So see, we have another dog. So come. Good. We're practicing calling Aspri. Come. Away from any distraction at all. Good. We're going to practice our sit stay here. Sit. We're going to see what Aspri can handle. We got a lot of distractions, noises, people. Good boy, look at that. He's so good. I'm not restraining him. I'm actually just giving him his treat as people walk past. You see, you can use food in this way to desensitize him to distractions. We got a big distraction coming right behind us, and he's still in the sit stay. Look, it's okay. Stay right there. No, he popped up just briefly and then went right back. Good boy. So we're going to finish this sit stay here. That was almost too much craziness for almost any dog to stay in a sit stay. We'll finish our sit stay by walking around him like this. We have a real tall person walking up to us. Sit. I had to remind him to stay there. This is really pushing the envelope. We're really asking him to do a lot, but he's doing it. So no, they popped up right before I released him. Make sure he does it the right way, that you end on a success. Come back next to him, give him a reward, good, and then never restraining him. See, the leash has been loose the whole time. Go, pat his chest, and that's how he's free. And I think you saw me when he popped up. If I didn't do this, because I can't really remember at this moment, do a little circle, reset like this, and just put him back. So he pops up, before you release him, don't say sit, sit, sit again, never repeat that command. Just say no, reset him, and make sure that he finishes the sit stay the proper way. And see how we've been here for a couple minutes now and how much calmer already. Because we just showed up here and we just started doing it, and so it takes him a couple of minutes to focus and get into the zone. Good, that was a good little sit stay. I'm gonna pat his chest and say, go, give him a free moment. So that's how you do your sit. And if he can do it out here with all this going on, you know he's got a pretty solid one at this point. But even in your home, there will be different things that are exciting that make him overstimulated. You're gonna have to follow these rules if you want this to work in your home as well. So we're gonna do a down stay now. Down. And since we're out in public with all this going on, see how I did that with my foot? I didn't say down, wait for him to hesitate because he's kind of excited. I did the little foot thing. I barely had to touch the leash, but I think you might have to do that for a little while so that he gets used to doing it with you like he's used to doing it with me. It's always about creating that relationship with the owner. We got a cart going past. Good. Because, you know, unless you practice with him this way for a while, he's going to perceive you as he used to, where you probably said commands more than once. When he came to me, he didn't know any commands. He didn't have a stay, that's for sure, so he didn't have one for you. Good. So you have to do what I'm doing for him to do what he's doing with me. So you do my moves, practice my moves, which is why I make the video, so you can watch it and practice with it. And then he'll do this with you, but not at first. Good. He's going to be different, you're going to see, but you have to create that new relationship with him. Just do my moves, which of course we'll practice in person as well at the lesson with you. But he needs there's going to be a little lag time while he gets used to you speaking my language, so to speak, and getting used to doing all this new stuff with you and not doing the things that he used to do with you. But as you can see, he's got a great downstay. There's a lot going on. He's doing pretty well. Good. Well, he already has an owner, unfortunately, for you. He's an awesome dog, though. So, nope. So it pops up right at the very end. Okay, so you say no, you reset him. We got some carts coming. I'm going to kind of get him out of the way. You put him back in a downstay. Don't let him anticipate what you're about to do, which is what just happened. Reset him, make sure he really waits. If you have to reset him 5 times in a row at first, which is what I had to do when I was teaching him, you have to do that. He has to know that you're committed to the pattern. No. He's after little crumbs on the ground. Make sure that he really waits until you come back next to him, pat your leg and say, okay, and then have him sit, and then release him from the calm sit state. Go. Obviously, we picked a place that is extremely busy, and you probably never have him someplace like this, in day-to-day life that's even halfway this stressful for him. Just look at all the stuff that's going on. But if you do, make sure that he's got the secure 6-foot leash like I have on him. Any given moment, if he wants to go over and say hi to somebody or is being obnoxious in some way, call him back to you. Good. Call him away from people that don't like dogs or another dog that's barking at him or whatever. Always keep this leash loose. You notice throughout the whole video, I'm tapping him. I'm never restraining him. If you restrain him, you go like this, you find yourself standing here like this, like that with a tight leash, he's going to start getting overstimulated again and nervous and stressed out, and he'll lose this calmness that you see him having now over time. So you're never restraining, you're never pulling him around, you're never dragging him around, you're tapping and backing away to have him come to you, see? Or you're stepping into him like this, tap and turn, you turn left into the dog. Even if I'm going to go right, I'm gonna go like this. Okay, I'm gonna do a left turn to go right, and look how he stays next to me. When you go left, it draws the dog back next to you, keeps the leash loose. It's a super dominant move. You're literally hurting him with your body. Of course, this works great with big dogs as well, any dog. It's dog language 101. You step into him, turn into him, he goes your way. Little tap and a turn, it's all you need. No more struggling, even on a big dog. No more struggling, tapping, using your body, backing him away, and he's drawn to you. And then, of course, you add that come command. Come. See, just like that. Good. You say the come command, he really races to you, right? You can see how that works. So these are all things that apply to whatever situation you're in. I just wanted to show them to you in a place where there's tons of distractions. It would be so easy to show you this in my little secure yard where there's nothing going on. So I just wanted to show you that he can actually do these things in a real life situation. Okay.